shake this feeling like I'm up so high. I got no doubt this life ain't got no ceiling. Like you won't break me, I won't back out. I just can't shake this feeling like I'm up so high. I got no doubt this life ain't got no ceiling. Like you can't stop this.
Now, from the home of the Raiders since 2020, we're inside the spectacular Allegiant Stadium here in Las Vegas. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap. It's the Tennessee Titans and the Las Vegas Raiders. Welcome to the booth. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson with you. We are set for a good one. And off we go from Allegiant Stadium. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
They'll go with the rookie out of Boise State, Ashton Jeanty. And he maneuvers his way forward, a gain of 6.
Cordell Clark on the tackle. A 7-yard pickup brings up second and 3 at the 39-yard line.
Ball on the 39. Here's second and 3.
Get high! 180! Lucky 48! Stay with him! Liz 50! Liz 50! Where's your high?
Here's Cousins throwing from the pistol. Our right side is taken in by Beck.
So there's a saying in the NFL, Mike, short throw, long catch, and that's exactly what they wanted to go with here. Operate in the quick game, don't stress the protection, and while he didn't get necessarily the big play, he does get enough to move the chains.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10.
Stay high. 180. 300. Black. Leave it. Ring up, 48. Hey, no, easy. Done.
Working out of the gun, it's Cousins. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. They get 25 on that connection. Good for a Raider first down.
Las Vegas, first down. 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
What is that?
He'll get this out to the left flat. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
15 more yards. That's another Raiders first down. 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
What's that?
Thrown quickly on the RPO to Bowers. And he's in. What a try. Brock Bowers. Touchdown, Raiders. It's his 3rd touchdown catch this year. The kick is good, but there are penalty flags down. They might have made contact with the kicker too late. "7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Unbalanced look to the left here on 1st down.
Let's go. 65.
Right to the air goes Ward. That one out in front of his big target. They cannot connect. And it falls incomplete.
So I actually really like the concept of the pass play, and I think if we see a little bit better pass protection, even just a second longer, that's probably a completed pass, but I think the pressure just sped his clock up just enough, Mike, that he wasn't able to get that ball exactly where it needed to be.
To throw on 2nd down is Ward. That one caught. It's Chimere Dike. He's going to be out of bounds inside the 40-yard line. That one good for 26 yards.
Rookie to rookie right there, Mike. And I'll tell you what, they've got some really good young pieces on this roster.
Ready. Go.
First carry for the man from Memphis, Tony Pollard. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. It's one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
On 2nd down, here's Ward. And they're going to get to him and take him down, take him back to the other side of midfield. The Michigan man, Whitty Hay. He gets in there to drop him for a big loss. And now it's 3rd and long.
Come on. Hey.
Out of the gun, Ward. And that is incomplete.
Remember what they told us, Mike, leading up to this game. They said it is so critical for us to find success, especially on 3rd down. We want to maintain possession, extend these drives. Well, the first crack comes up and they fail through the air, and we're going to have to regroup and be able to have better success throughout the remainder of this game.
On the return is Tucker. And a nice return there. The offense not going to be backed up as much as they could have. Drives going to start from beyond the 20. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. That one caught by Best. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. They'll have the 1st down. It's a gain of 28.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Bring up 48. On the way. Bang. Hey, King. Listen to me. Hey, King. Hey, no, easy. Hey, yo.
Throwing his Cousins. Oh, man, open downfield is Thornton. And he will get into the end zone. Dante Thornton. Touchdown, Las Vegas. For Kirk Cousins, a milestone. 300 career NFL touchdown passes. The extra point by Gay is good. And the Raiders move out on top, 14-0. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10.
Here we go.
They'll give it to Pollard to start this drive. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
It's a gain of 11. And the Titans 1st down.
On 1st and 10, Ward. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up 2nd down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Shotgun snap for Ward. He'll find his receiver. That's DK. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. That throw right on the money for the former Miami quarterback, and it's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Now, 1st down throw for Ward. Now a screen. Here's Pollard. And he takes it down to the 15-yard line. Can't ask for much more. On the screen, they gain 19 yards and a 1st down.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
1 quarter in the books. It's the Raiders with the early lead. And we're back in Vegas after this. Titans football here to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with 1st and 10. Throwing again is Ward. He'll get this out wide to Pollard. Looking for the pylon, but the official right there is going to mark him out of bounds at the 1-yard line. They get 14 yards and set up 1st and goal. Well, a chance to get right back in it here. 1st down and goal.
Come on.
Pollard. And he's not going to get in. In fact, he'll lose yardage. They push him backwards.
This is a play, Mike, that makes me want to run down there, throw on a uniform, and try to help out. I mean, I think at this point, I could help clear enough room to get 1 yard. Heck, I might be able to get 1 yard myself. That's disappointing that they're unable to capitalize.
Now back at the 4 for 2nd and goal. From the gun, here's Ward. And he's in. Tony Pollard. Touchdown Titans. Touchdown number 9 for the year. Joey Sly on now for the point after. He gets it to go, and the Titans are on the board. It's now 14-7. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. On the return, it is Trey Tucker. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive.
At their own 27-yard line.
That's left side to Tucker. And he's going to be out of bounds, but up past the 35. It's a gain of 10. That's enough for a quick first down.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get them the ball, pick up the first down.
Line of scrimmage is the 37-yard line for 1st and 10.
What is this? Listen to me.
Cousins. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long.
2nd and 17 at the 30-yard line.
Now a whistle. Looks like there was movement on the left side of that offensive line.
Yellow.
Cousins now on 2nd down. He's going to let this one go deep. And the Titans are in great shape here as they take over at their 46.
Mike, these are just throws you're not accustomed to seeing, especially from a quarterback that has played this much football. He's been around the NFL for a long time. He's got to make better decisions. Costly mistakes like that are going to kill his team.
Fake the handoff. Now Ward. That's to Bellinger. He's got it downfield. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line. A big play to kick off this drive. 35 yards.
That's a 19-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Ready? Fix the Eagles!
Throwing, Ward. That's complete to DK. He'll be taken down, but just like that, they are in business. It's 1st and goal.
So we heard about this budding connection all the way back in training camp in the summer. So it's nice to see those reps starting to translate on game day. And I think these two might have a really bright future together. And the more plays they make, the more we're going to see that confidence grow.
Here we go, start. Cowboy 80.
2 minutes remain here in this first half. We'll return to Las Vegas after this.
On the jump.
A chance here to draw level before the break. It's 1st and goal.
Let's go now. Alert, alert. 19, stop. Ready.
They'll run here. It's Pollard. Nothing there. He is fortunate just to get back to the line. Now it's 2nd and goal.
The best linebackers at this level, Mike, they have all the physical attributes. That's a given. But it's really their instincts. It's their ability to dissect and predetermine where the ball is going before the ball is even snapped. And you could see with how fast he met the back at the point of attack, he knew exactly what play was coming.
Ready.
2nd and goal.
Get it. Bronco 80. Go.
Off the bootleg, it's Ward. He'll look for Pollard out of the backfield. And he gets out wide. He'll go to the end zone. Tony Pollard. Touchdown, Tennessee. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. Slides extra point, up and good. And the Titans will tie things up. We are all even at 14. We are all square, 14 apiece the score as this one's away. On the return, here comes Tucker. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
Yellow, yellow, yellow. Black, black. Black, black.
On 1st and 10, Cousins. That's caught downfield by Tucker. And he will go all the way. Trey Tucker. Touchdown, Vegas. Well, that is a quick drive and the best way to finish it. The touchdown pass downfield. Greg, you rarely see a deep shot like that to start a drive.
You're right, Mike. We don't see it a lot, but I wish we did. It's actually the most efficient and safest down to pass the ball. And in this case, the defense is thinking run, got a lot of defenders up in the box, and they're able to strike deep with a pass play for 6.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
On 1st down, Ward. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. He's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
On 3rd down, here's Pollard. He's got the 1st down, past midfield. It's a first down and a gain of 16.
Typically in a third down situation like this, Mike, you're thinking pass, but give credit to this offensive play caller. He flips his tendencies upside down, keeps the ball on the ground. Not only does he get a fresh set of downs, they pick up good yardage.
First and 10.
Here we go, here we go.
Looking to throw, it's Ward. We'll get that complete. Right side, it's Bellinger. And they bring him down there, but it is inside the 10. It is going to be first and goal. It's a huge play in a tight ball game. It's a gain of 43 yards. Now a chance to pay off that big play. They have it first and goal. Oh, they're on him in a flash, and he lost the football. It looked like the Titans were able to get back on this one. Indeed, they did so. Tennessee keeps the ball.
And they should consider themselves lucky. You can't let a pass rusher through that quickly and not expect there to be consequences. Fortunately, they're at least able to fall on it and prevent this from being a complete disaster.
That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half. Here's a timeout, Tennessee. It'll be their second. Talk things over before third down. Now timeout, Vegas. That is their second. Talk things over before third down.
A 43-yard attempt.
Sly's kick is good. And the Titans will cut the lead down to 4.
Titans 17.
Pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway.
Here we go. Check, check. 19, ready.
The drive starts. It's a carry by Pollard. Down the sideline, past the 45. And he's into the end zone yet again. Tony Pollard. Touchdown, Tennessee. That is 3 touchdowns in this one, and he's up to 11 on the season. Well, that's a way to start a drive. He takes it all the way to the house. I don't know what they were talking about on the last series, but they've come out on this series, Greg, with the right answer for the touchdown.
And, Mike, the reason a lot of teams start off drives with the run plays to allow themselves to operate ahead of the chains. Well, not this guy. He found the alley, he took it, and he's off to the races for 6.
Lucky 48, Tennessee.
He'll get this out to the left block. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Hey,
At the 34-yard line.
Quick throw there on the RPO is broken up. And no time to get the separation there. And the incompletion is going to bring up third down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
Third down and 3. Working out of the gun, it's Cousins. That's into the hands of Tucker. He's got it. And he's going to have the first down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on third down.
Well, they finally are able to convert on a third down. And, Mike, when you look back at a box score, some of the biggest indications of how well the game went, of course, you don't want to turn the ball over. How do you execute in the red zone? And then how are you on third down? Third downs typically lead to long drives. Long drives tend to lead to points. It's not a real complicated formula. Stay on the field. The more snaps, the more plays, the better.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Keep it on the ground with Genty. And he's got it. First down. A pickup of 4.
A gain of 4 yards. And a Raider first down. First and 10 at the 47.
They'll go again with Genty. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. First and 10 now from the 36.
Another Las Vegas first down. First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Once again, it's Genty. And he'll work this down inside the 35. John Franklin Myers there on the stop.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
On the handoff, this is Genty. And he's bottled up after a gain of a yard. First down away to the 26-yard line. And here's third down.
3rd and 6.
Hey, bring up 48. Tight end on. List 50. Lucky 50. Zebra. What's that?
Here's Cousins throwing from the pistol. He gets that one complete to his tight end Bowers. Space getting tight here, down to the 13-yard line. They work first and 10.
Raiders first down.
They'll run with Genty. A gain of 4 as he's taken down. Here's a 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Run right at the gut with Genty. And he is not going to get away. Might have got the yard, but it will set up third down.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
Hey, can. Leave it. Bring up 48.
That is caught wide on the RPO. And he'll take this one in. Trey Tucker. Touchdown, Las Vegas. That is 2nd touchdown of the game. This one number 7 on the year. The extra point by Gay is good. And the Raiders have taken a 4-point advantage. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. We'll go ahead and just cede the touchback here. This ball over the back line. It'll come out to the 35. On first down, it's Ward. That's caught left side by Bellinger. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
A bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
So, from the 37, here's 2nd and 8. Out of the gun, Ward. He'll go right and find his running back, and he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line. They get 18 on that one. That's good for a Titan first down. The Titans will use the first of their timeouts, and they'll have a chance to talk things over after picking up that first down.
Got it. Ready? Get it. Ready.
Shotgun snap for Ward. This one is caught by Robinson. And he is out of bounds at the 31-yard line. First time they've looked his way all game long. He comes through with the grab and the first down. Up the middle, here comes Pollard. And it'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this third quarter. So no shortage of offense in this one as we end the third. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd and 6.
Come on, come on. Set.
Back to throw is Ward. This one batted away. It's incomplete.
And at this stage of the game, it's both teams that are really seeing who can make the big play to swing the game in their favor. And this time, it's the defense. He's able to get his hands on it. Mike, I think they're lucky he wasn't able to get both hands on it because it could have been even a bigger play.
Ready, ready.
Throwing on 3rd down, Ward. And that is incomplete.
The thing is, the offense comes to the sideline now. The quarterback and his wide receivers need to get together and say, hey, guys, what are you seeing out there? How can we find some open targets? Because on that last down, there was nowhere to go with the ball.
Trailing late, they've got to go here. It's 4th down.
Panther 60, Panther 60.
They snap it to Ward. That's taken in, and he's going to have a Titans first down as they get the conversion with a gain of 14.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
To the air again, Ward. Now a screen. Here's Pollard. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
70, Timberwolves.
Throwing again is Ward. That's to Robinson. He's got it. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and hit.
And he'll take it on in. Tim DK. Touchdown Titans. What a game this has been. Back and forth we go, and that 4th quarter score changes the lead one more time.
And we've seen the lead go back and forth, Mike, and now the question is, can they get a stop? Can they find a way defensively to hang on to this lead and get themselves this big win?
To return is Tucker. Good return here. Brings it up to the 33-yard line.
Yellow, yellow, yellow. Black, black.
On first down, Cousins. That's a short one, caught by Bowers. They'll mark them down up at the 44-yard line. They get 11 and quickly pick up a first down.
10 at the 44-yard line.
Jihad! 180! Hey, 382, left 50.
Now whistles here and a penalty. I think somebody moved early up front.
Left 50, lucky 48. Jihad! 180! Two. Spurs. Zebra. Two. Wait, on.
From the shotgun, it's Cousins. Oh, man, open downfield is Gordon. Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line.
3 yards. That's another Las Vegas first down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Two. Go now. Hey, can't. Wait, on.
Here's Genty. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6. Now, 2nd and 4.
Jihad! Lucky 50. Wait, you're on the wall.
Watch him right there.
Wait, Jihad!
They'll run. With good blocking leading the way, he's got the first down inside the 25.
10 yards.
Remember this one thing. It is not how well or how often you run the ball in the NFL. It's when do you run the ball well in the NFL. And I think that's what a lot of these offensive play callers are starting to realize. Can you run the ball well in critical moments of the game? More important than how many gross yards you run for.
Plenty of time, all 3 timeouts left. It's 1st and 10.
180! Wait, Jihad!
They'll run here. And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards.
And as of right now, they find themselves trailing at the moment, but it's certainly not because of the ground game. I mean, he's averaging over 4 yards per carry. Just hasn't been enough to overcome some of their shortcomings elsewhere.
Here comes 2nd down.
Jihad!
Motion. I got motion, man. I got this.
What's that?
They'll stick to the ground. And this is a touchdown. They were not going to be denied. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute of play.
don't see these kind of holes too often at this NFL level, Mike, and you can see once he got the ball, the clear line to the end zone, he doesn't get touched. And an unfortunate defensive breakdown here ends up costing him 6 points.
35. Titans 31.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Ready?
They'll drop to throw. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very stout there. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
Great job there defensively, separating the man from the ball. And this is the moments of the game where you need your best players to step up. And this guy's showing what he's capable of doing in the game's critical moment.
Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down.
The game is there for the taking. They control their own destiny, but this brings up a really big 3rd down here. But remember, they don't have to force it and push the ball past the sticks. Even if they come up short, they still have 4th down in their back pocket to try to extend this drive and see if they can pull out the win here late.
17 yards, the gain there. 1st down for Tennessee.
A gain of 17.
Here's a timeout, Tennessee. It'll be their 2nd. They stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
On 1st and 10, Ward. He'll look for Pollard out of the backfield. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
That's another Titans 1st down.
He'll clock it there with 10 seconds to go in the game. Another try, 2nd and 10.
Stephanie! Stephanie Timberwolf!
From the gun, here's Ward. That's caught downfield by Robinson. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10. And the clock is stopped. Timeout called with 5 seconds remaining.
1st and goal, Tennessee.
Okay, break.
Here we go. 1st and goal.
Ready? Ready?
Ward to throw again. And this is a touchdown. They were not going to be denied, and they have taken the lead here in the final minute of play.
Joey Slye.
This game has certainly not been for the faint of heart, Mike. I mean, we've been riding the ups and downs the entire time. But what a job by this offense. Game on the line to find a way to score and take the lead with very little time remaining.
Just 1 second, all that remains in the football game as the kick is away. On the return, here comes Tucker. And he is going to be taken down, and that is going to do it. So this one, a win for the visiting Titans. And it is their 3rd consecutive victory. They continue to play great football here in this latest stretch. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olsen. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long, everyone.